Pokemon are hot. Now that I have your attention, let's talk about Palworld. Palworld is the latest and greatest in animal collecting and brutality towards wildlife that has taken the world by storm. I haven't played it yet since multiple things concern me, and that's why I'm here, to get your eyeballs and ears in my grubby little hands for the next few minutes. But instead of talking about if the game is good or not, and trying to look like a hater, I intend to ask and answer the question, will Palworld last long? We will look at stuff that doesn't give me much confidence and its many current controversies. So let's go and add this video to the oversaturated content pool. AI is a tool that many say is a problem, but I don't see why anyone would ever say that. Watching the presidents play Minecraft is great and a great use of our technology, and there is absolutely no current problems that AI is going through. Absolutely none. But many people are saying that Palworld used AI in a big way to make this game, but they can't seem to find any evidence other than the previous game made involving AI, and the past of the leader, the CEO, the top dog, being interested and interest. But these are just words in a single game which did fantastic. So until proof is found in Palworld, we will continue to tell these people and PETA to go fuck off as we enslave every living thing. But what about the Palworld models and whatnot? It was found, apparently, that a lot of the models look a lot like Pokemon when you put them side by side. Some looking very, very similar, as if they were pretty much just drawn over. But, I mean, Palworld has been in development in the public eye for years now. But it seems now that Pokemon's legal team is finally looking into it to see what they can do. But I'm sure nothing bad will happen. It's not like Nintendo has a history of taking down games that just slightly resemble one of their IPs. Anyway, let's look at some of their older games that Pocket Pair has made, specifically Craftopia, a game that was released on Steam in early access on September 4th, 2020, and it has not exited early access in that time frame. Fun side note as well, the AI game they also made hasn't gotten out of early access either. So the only game they've made that isn't in early access is Over Dungeon, their first ever game. Craftopia has multiple things going for it. It's got a similar idea behind it as Palworld. It has more of a jack of all trades, master of none feel, and a few too many red flags, such as some assets being ripped from that game to Palworld. But to be fair, that is Pocket Pair's total right to do that, since that's their asset, so whatever. And look, when I see a tower that looks suspiciously like it belongs in Breath of the Wild, then I'm going to start questioning your practice and cause a national tragedy. Some people have said that this game was meant to be a way to see what the team needed to improve on to make Palworld, so this was sort of like test run number, like their first test run, so if that's true, then cool. Others say that the game was used as a way to fund the development of Palworld, but the problem isn't that either of these could be true. It's that people have given up on hoping the game will come out of early access ever. So until Pocket Pair can prove that they are willing to take good care with Palworld, its updates and whatnot, this flag shall remain up. Oh, and oh my god, the trailers. Can we talk about the trailers? I am dying to talk to you about the trailers. The trailer for Craftopia has multiple scenes that mimic other games, and instead of just listing them off, let's play a little game. I'm going to show you a scene from the trailer of Craftopia, and I want you to guess if it mimics another game, and, for bonus points, what game it's from. So let's take a look at our first one. In this scene, we have a bridge while running on a field.
And if you guessed Genshin Impact.
Alright, so this is future me in the editing process, and I have no clue where past me made this connection, because it is all sorts of wrong. I've looked through every Genshin Impact trailer and everything that I could. I can't find what he was making a connection to, so we're just going to move on and just ignore this connection that he made. Next, this one is the opening scene of the game, and if you're a fan of Legend of Zelda, then you could have probably guessed that it's Breath of the Wild. And now, for the final round, in this scene, We see the player building, and if you can see it, then tell me, please, that you're seeing Fortnite. Congratulations to our contestants, and to those who are playing at home, you all win nothing. Seriously, there's so many things that I could find that it felt like another game. And while some are a bit of a stretch, others just feel like a shameless copy with no thought put into it. Oh shit, and apparently Pocket Pair is already working on a mobile version of Power World. Guys, the game hasn't even been out for like a month. Can you slow down for just a few weeks and focus on this PC version and this Xbox version and whatever the fuck else it is? And may I also mention that they are also working on another game title called Nevergrave, The Witch and the Curse, which if we look is a Hollow Knight inspired game, though I won't talk about that game until we actually get to see the game once it's out. So I'm real quick editing this section, and just to point out, the demo for it actually already came out, and so yeah, I don't really have any thoughts on it because I'm not too concerned about it, but just thought I'd say that. And I have also seen that people have had a small, very tiny issue of crashing, which leads to them losing just a small amount of time, since these crashes do have a chance to delete your save file. This means you can save as many times as you want, but if God thinks that you're having too much fun, then he can take your shit. Basically, what I'm saying is that we should rise up against heaven. Just in the editing process here. This problem, I believe, actually got fixed in one of the recent updates or patch fixes or whatever. So that's a little outdated, but yeah, whatever. However, despite everything that I have said during this video, I am extremely happy at the fact that this game exists. Yes, I may have some concerns based on the current state of the game and the past of the studio, but this game does something that its competitors struggle to do, and that's be fun, even if it takes pieces from other games, and even if it's in early access. Scarlet and Violet have been out for over a year, and they are still buggy messes that cost $60 damn. But for $30, a person can buy a game where you can take the best weapon for home defense and shoot a chicken with it. People who say that the game needs to be stopped are just sad that Pokemon has shown its decline over the years, though we know that it isn't going anywhere. But seriously, how many times do you have to beat the Elite Four before you realize that a game on Roblox has a better story and maybe more unique creature designs than Pokemon? Capturing animals and fucking up trainers has never been so damn fun. And now we get to the point where I answer the question, will Power World last long? And my answer is yes, for the most part. See, I feel this game will be taken care of with bug fixes and more content added, but there's still many things that keep me on the fence. As my friend put it, the game still has many bugs, which can become quite annoying, though we both know that these will more than likely be sorted out, such as multiplayer support and whatnot. But whether or not you think the game will last long, or if it's worth the cost right now, we can all agree on one thing. PETA can get fucked, and Pokemon can suck a dick.